Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 30 Teams in 30 Days here on Behind the Score. Today we are going to move to the NL Central Division. And man, we get to start this off with a juggernaut in the Milwaukee Brewers. This team is well into their winning window, and this is a team that went and made some additions in the off season, and what a juggernaut they're going to be for that division with the NL Central. I definitely see this team as being, especially on paper, head and shoulders above everybody else. But as we all know, just because you have tons of talent in your team doesn't always mean it works out that way, but it definitely increases your chances, that's for sure. So we'll start off by going over the positions. Catcher, we have Omar Narvaez, and backed up by Manny Pena. Omar Narvaez bats left, and he got him going to the bottom of the lineup somewhere. First, I have Keaston Hiura. I see him being near the top of the lineup, batting right. Second, I have Colton Wong, who bats left, came over from the St. Louis Cardinals. Big addition there. I see him near the top of the lineup. Louis Urias at third. He's middle lower in the lineup, batting right. Orlando Arcia, batting right. He'll be somewhere near the middle of the lineup. And a big guy on the team, Christian Yelich. I have him in left field, batting in the middle of the lineup, and he hits left. Lorenzo Cain, another big name there, hitting right near the top of the lineup. And in addition, not that long ago, I've got him moving into right field, would be Jackie Bradley Jr. The reason I picked Jackie Bradley Jr. to play right field, Lorenzo Cain has got great numbers. He's a center fielder there, so I definitely can't see them moving him out of there. So we definitely have Jackie Bradley that may play center field if there's a day off or injuries that happen, but I definitely see Jackie Bradley playing right field to start. I had Avisail Garcia there to start, but his numbers are for his career quite lower than Jackie Bradley's, so I moved him to utility and put Jackie Bradley in right field to start. And what a quite a outfield that is. You got Lorenzo Cain, it's a center fielder. You got Christian Yelich, which is one of the best bats and in the field, in not only the National League, but in the league as a whole. And then have Jackie Bradley Jr. that's played center field for many years with Boston. Like, this is a very well put together defensive outfield. This infield is uh, well into being a great defensive one there as well. So, especially with the pickup of Colton Wong at second. So it's be real great to see how teams pick to work around the defense. Utility, I have Tyrone Taylor, Daniel Vogelbach. He might be an odd man out there. Daniel Robertson, Avisail Garcia, and Jace Peterson. Pitchers for this team, Woodruff, Burns, Hauser, Lindbaum, Anderson, and Lauer. So we'll look at my projections for the 2021 lineup. We have Hiura leading it off. He had good numbers, so I stuck him near the top there. Colton Wong hitting second. I think most people would have him at the top of the lineup. He's got a pretty good bat and definitely can get some speed in there too. So he's definitely a guy that you could move around quickly. Kane with some power there in third. Christian Yelich in the cleanup spot with fourth. Arcia, I got him in at fifth. Right now I have Jackie Bradley Jr. slated in at sixth. So him and Arcia kind of in there in the same range, depending on where you want to have Jackie Bradley. It's going to be a versatile lineup, trying to get everybody where they need to be to get them the bats that they need. So there's definitely going to be some juggling here, I think. You got your Urias in seventh, Narvaez hitting eighth, and again we're back to the National League, so they won't have a DH. So batting ninth will be Woodruff. The pitching rotation, how that works out, projected to have Woodruff at 1, Burns at 2, Hauser at 3, Lindbaum before him, or after him, Anderson after Lindbaum, and then Lauer with some spot starts in at number 6 to round out that pitching rotation. Other storylines for when it comes to the Brewers, lots of talent at the top of the order. The top 6 players, like 2/3 of the lineup, can be juggled anywhere. Somebody has a tough start to the season, you could definitely move them down a bit, move somebody up. You could take somebody that's struggling and put good players around them to get better pitches. And so there'll definitely be a lot of opportunities for the managers of this team to put their lineup together. Getting on base early and often. This is a team that, like I said, with having such a lot of talent at the top of the lineup, these guys are going to be getting on base. These guys are moving people around the bases, and they're going to be putting up runs early. So if you want to compete with this team, you better come to play from the get-go, because if not, this team could definitely bury you real quick. The additions of Davies and Wong are huge. Definitely big deal, like I said, with Wong playing at second base. That's a big addition there. There was a lot of people that were talking about Wong, and especially going from a division rival over the Brewers, he's going to play well, and I could see him playing strong against St. Louis as well. And Davies comes over, I do believe is San Diego Padres. There, that's going to be I think that was where Davies came from. Anyways, those are going to be huge. He's big in the bullpen there, so it'll be interesting to see the kind of season he has as well. No doubt that this team, like I said, is going to win the division, head and shoulders above the rest of the division. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And if they don't win the top of the division, I do feel this is a major failed season for them. They've got the talent, they've got the pitching. I don't see how this team fails at all. They definitely have enough to compete with the Braves. The Dodgers and the Padres are going to be a big test, but the Brewers definitely need to be in that top spot fighting for the World Series. Again, to finish it out, players to watch. Garrett Mitchell, he's an outfielder. He's number 1 prospect. Be interesting to see what happens here. As you know, the outfield is more than loaded. So I expect him to be in the minors for the season, unless there's major injuries or something, he gets called up. But definitely with the addition of Jackie Bradley Jr., it definitely would look like he might not be quite ready yet with the organization to feel safe with him coming up and being a big role there. So um, definitely watch for Garrett Mitchell in the years to come. Being a number one prospect, you should definitely see him real soon. Bryce Turang, shortstop, second base, he's number 2. With addition of Colton Wong, this could be another player that gets some time to develop more in the minors. Ethan Small, left-handed pitcher. Tristan Lutz, he's an outfielder, number 5 on the organization. Aaron Ashby, left-handed pitcher, number 6 in the organization, and Antoine Kelly, another left-handed pitcher, and number 7 in the organization. These guys at best will probably end up getting more a bullpen spot or growing in the minors still, but later on in the season, especially with a lot of teams talking about taking a 6-man rotation, it's definitely going to have opportunities for guys to move in different spots. So just because these prospects might not start the season in the major leagues, definitely going to be some opportunities from players as the workload tends to grow over the season. So thanks again for watching. It's been another great episode of 30 Teams in 30 Days, talking about the Milwaukee Brewers here on Behind the Score. And just remember, it's not always the great things that happen behind the game. A lot is what is behind the score. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.